From Tampa Bay's streaming news source, brought to you by AlertTodayFlorida.com, this is ABC Action News.
I'm Dee O'Reilly. Expect more scattered showers as we keep a close eye on the tropics. Greg D has your full forecast coming up. But first, though, here are your ABC Action News headlines. President Trump is calling off next month's proposed summit with North Korea, quote, for the good of both parties, but to the detriment of the world. In a letter to North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, the president cited Kim's, quote, tremendous anger and open hostility. In recent statements, the president did write that he is open to a summit in the future if Kim changes his mind. A 21-month-old baby girl remains in critical condition after a speeding car hit and killed her mother. Jessica Reisinger was struck yesterday as she pushed her daughter in a stroller while crossing Bayshore Boulevard. Tampa City leaders say they're working now to improve safety on Bayshore. Among the changes, the speed limit will be reduced by 5 miles in October. The driver of the Mustang who hit Reisinger bonded out of jail just before 8 this morning. Police say Cameron Herron was racing John Barano, who was in another car. Both are now charged with reckless driving, vehicular homicide, and street racing. Cameron's brother Tristan was a passenger and faces 1 count of racing. Tampa police are looking for the gunman who shot a person in a Tampa Walmart parking lot. Officers responded around 2:45 this morning to the North Dale Mabry location. A witness tells us 2 people in a U-Haul were arguing with a man before the shooting. The injured person is expected to survive. The Coast Guard ended its search for the man who fell off a cruise ship that left from Tampa. Crews say it's highly unlikely the body of Brian Lamons will ever be found. The North Carolina man disappeared from the Carnival Paradise about 85 miles west of Fort Myers. Worried neighbors in Sarasota's Newtown neighborhood want the gun violence to end. 4 shootings earlier this month left them wondering who is next. They're hoping a discussion tonight with the police department is the first step to making city streets safe again. The Stop the Gun Violence meeting begins at 6:30. It's at the Robert Taylor Community Complex. The Food and Drug Administration is warning parents some over-the-counter products used to ease pain in teething babies can cause a condition where the child doesn't get enough oxygen in their blood. The agency wants companies to stop selling products containing benzocaine. Doctors say parents should use firm teething rings instead. Well, it didn't end the way we'd hoped, but what a season it was for the Bolts who made us proud. The Capitals eliminated the Bolts in Game 7 last night.
Fed on to Kuznetsov to Ovechkin. Score! Ovechkin at 1:02 elapsed time.
Superstar Alex Ovechkin scored just 62 seconds into the game. The Caps would go on to win 4-0. Despite the loss, Lightning head coach John Cooper is optimistic for next year.
The one thing about Steve Yzerman, he seems to keep our window open every year. That's what makes him a hell of a GM. And so, yeah, I never think the window will ever be closed with this team.
Yzerman will have some tough decisions to make this offseason, including whether to re-sign left winger JT Miller, who is a restricted free agent. I want to check in now with Greg D for a look at our forecast.
And Dio, this afternoon we will see some sea breeze showers and thunderstorms pop up. Before then, it's going to get warm. Temperatures again near 90. You've got till about 2 or 3 o'clock before we start to track some of these. I think the best chance for rain in Tampa is actually going to be later on this evening towards 7 or 8 when the storms come back at us from the east. You can track those storms hour by hour with the Storm Shield app. It's in your app store right now, and get the latest updates on that tropical system in the Gulf of Mexico by following me on social media at Greg D Weather. Dia?
All right, thanks, Greg. You can now get news updates all day long on your favorite streaming device. And don't forget to download the free ABC Action News app.
This ABC Action News Brief was brought to you by AlertFloridaToday.com. Pedestrians, make yourself visible. Wear bright, reflective colors, especially at night, because safety doesn't happen by accident.